Welcome to Abashiri Part 2. Abashiri is a port city in northern Hokkaido. This video is about the main 3 attractions that we saw while we were there. We took the train from Asakawara and spent 2 nights at the Farman Inn in Dango Mura. It was out of town, but the host picked us up from the port after our icebreaker cruise. We stayed there for 2 nights. It's a bit of a backpacker type accommodation, but we also had our own private room. You have a shared bathroom and they had coffee. You do have to bring your own food, but they have a toaster and a microwave, and they do provide coffee.
It was pretty popular because Miss Universe stayed there. Our first stop was at the Abashiri Prison Museum. The tour takes about 90 minutes. You enter the prison by going through the Kagami Bridge, which was built there for the prisoners to reflect upon their lives when they looked at the river surface. The next stop up is the main gate, where the prison guards stand at attention there and watch everything. From there, it's the administration building, which holds a lot of the exhibits and a little movie about the guards' life there. And then following that, you walk down towards the prison staff quarters. The next stop is the Penological Museum, where there's quite a multi-sensory theatre in there. Following that, it's the 6th oldest courtroom in Japan. At the centre of the prison house is a hexagonal guardhouse where they had 226 cells. There was roughly about 700 prisoners in that area, and it was used for the last 72 years. Prison life must have been very hard for them because most of them were there to be slaves for labouring jobs to actually open up Hokkaido. You can see from the pictures how hard their lifestyle must have been. From there, the world's oldest and largest excellent wooden prison structure exists. As you can see, it's quite a cold little area. From there, you head down to the vegetable storage house, where also miso and soy sauce was made.
So Malcolm decided it'd be a bit of fun if I got locked up in the little ice prison, probably because I could get in and out of there a lot easier than he could.
And that's exactly right. I'd rather be on the outside filming, Lisa, than me trying to be locked up in there as well.
I had to walk like a penguin again. Lucky I've had a bit of practice.
The last part of our walk was down towards the brickwork punishment chambers and solitary confinement chambers. Then after that, we headed straight away off to have a prison lunch at the cafe.
The bus stop out the front takes you to all the different attractions. You just have to pick the right times. So there's a ticket as soon as you get on the bus. You just take that and then you pay at the end of the trip where you're getting off.
So the Drift Ice Museum has an observatory floor where you can look out across the Abashiri port. But it's inside that really matters, as they have some really cool attractions. A special movie that explains about how the wildlife and how the ecosystem works. And then they have some real funky fish, some with blue eyes, some with funny little furry faces.
This fish was a bit stony-faced.
I guess he didn't want to be the feature of all their people looking at him.
They have a really cool interactive room there that is minus 15 degrees Celsius. So you go in, if you haven't got a coat, they will actually give you one. And one of the experiments they give you is a wet towel that you circle around above the ice, and it just freezes solid. You can see me doing it there. It became quite stiff and rigid.
So after doing the experiments, we headed off up to the observatory level where we overlooked all the drift ice over the Abashiri port. It's a really cold area, so you had to be careful where you have to be warm. Catch the bus and off we go to the Northern People's Museum. Same story, it was just down from the other one, and you get off, walk up. Luckily for us, it was a free entry day, so we managed to get in and have a good look around as to how the Northern people lived. Opened in 1993, the Dome Museum covers lots of topics of clothing, food, transport, dwellings, the spiritual world, and many exhibits, especially illustrating the differences and similarities of the various people of the Northern Hemisphere.
The best thing about the stays where you have to share accommodation, you get to meet some really great people.
So just a reminder, if you like our videos, make sure you subscribe and like. Thank you.